You see, over the week, there has been so many events that have unfolded concerning the security and insecurity of our country. So, before I get into issue or before I bring up an issue, I always do my valuation. I'll make sure that the issue I'm going to bring or to discuss are all relevant issues. Before we get into some of the issues that have caused the internet on fire and everyone was talking about blaming Pastor Ezekiel Dachomo, I have series of events that have unfolded over the weeks by Nigerian government, of which clearly when you listen to such statement, you will know that the governments are speaking same language that does not give you hope as a citizen. Let's listen to this from No Rebite.
Ana kokari a samu fahimta a sayar da wannan samu fahimta kamar tattauna kake niki ko sulhuntawa haka da su yan ta'adda. Yanzu a gida idan dan uwanka wanda yake gida guda wani abu ya zo ya faru da shi zaka ce ba dan uwanka bane ba da kiyya. Idan an ce hannunka ya kama ciwo zaka yanka shi ne ko ba da za a yi kaki kaso daga gida in wajen wani. Akwai dewa waɗanda suke neman zaman lafiya, akwai dewa waɗanda suke so a bar wannan abubuwan ne. Ya kamata mu fahimta akan cewa ba yaki muke da wata kasa ba wasu mutane daga waje bane muke abu ne masifa da ta zo mana gida. To idan Allah ya taimake mu za a samu fahimta abinda da dan uwa yake fada da dan uwa Allah zai kawo fahimta akan cewa ya ce a bai ba daidai bane a bari, kuma alhamdulillah ana samun tafiya ta wannan wuri. Shi yasa yanzu zaka ce yawanci wanda kuma da ake kamawa suna cikin kaman kidnapping da ake ina da muka zo akwai mutanen da suke hannu wani shekara 2, 3, 4 alhamdulillah duk an sake su, ba mutum daya wanda ya ce ya jima ya yi wata 3 ko 5 hannu duka an sake su duka. To alhamdulillah wannan abubuwan ne dole ne a gani a fahimta. Wuraren da baka yi saka taka kai tafiya ba ko da rana, to yanzu zaka iya shiga motar ka tafi Kaduna ko da dare, zaka je har Kano, zaka shiga ko ina. Da 2022 zuwa 2023 baka yi ba, kowa ya sani. Wannan fitinan da ake samu da nan ina musamman Abuja, Lokoja, Nasarawa da zuwa ne.
All right, the second video here. Let's listen to the one coming from Nigerian army. Listen.
In the laws of war, at the end of the day, the Boko Haram fighters are still considered as Nigerians. They may have erred, and they will definitely account for whatever they have done. Are we saying, on account of the fact that they are Nigerians, if we have the opportunity to rehabilitate them, we should not? And I think that is what went into the thinking of the defense headquarters some years ago, which was also bought by the federal government and the Borno state government to arrive at the issue of the Borno model. So we take your observation seriously, and I can assure you that that review will be done, and you will hear our new operational directives for Operation Safe Corridor. Thank you.
All right, let's dive into the main issue.
To be Islamic will never bow down to Allah. Allah is a demon. That is why when Allah wants to support, He tells His members, chant Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar.
I've never seen a serious country that wants to fight insecurity in our corridor that come out to talk the way our governments are talking. This gives the citizen no option than to believe that the government have something special doing with these militia people, these bandits, these terrorists, people that have been proscribed terrorists long ago all over the world. You guys said these guys are not Nigerians. That has been other statement during some time back. All the time they kept saying these guys are not Muslim, these guys are not Nigerians, that they come from Mali. Now we have the opportunity to the level that today we have international community, places like United States of America intervening in our situations. But you can imagine the statement coming from a national security advisor of a country which the country itself have all ravaged with insecurity. Now is telling you clearly that if they have the opportunity that they will rehabilitate these people, given an instance that if you have a problem with your brother, will you say your brother is not your brother? Given an instance is that when you have a wound on your hand, or when you have serious injury on your arm, will you cut off the hand because there's injury? In fact, I want to answer him on this question. We have seen instances that somebody will have a blockage that results from accident. Maybe that blockage caused from accident, that the damage is much. The only way to save the rest of the body is to cut off that limbs. You must cut off that limbs, whether arm, whether hand, or whatever. You will cut it off. Scientifically, it has proven, and that alone has saved the life of the person that has the injury. If you are talking about, we have seen cases that when your brother doesn't want to live in peace with you, is to separate in peace. Everybody should go your way. You cannot force peace into somebody. These people are terrorists. These people comes to community. These people kill people. These people do whatever they want to do. Government keeps shielding these people. When you talk, because they know that these are their brothers. They are up to something. You are blaming a pastor that has buried more than 500 persons. You are blaming a pastor that does not have a church service to conduct any longer, apart from conducting burial sermon everywhere. Every day he has been burying people. And these people are his brothers, are his sisters, are his children, are his church member. You expect the pastor to keep quiet and sit and clap. Then when the pastor talk, you said he has crossed the red line. In fact, let's read a comment or a statement that was twisted by one of them that I see him as a clown on Twitter. They call him Bashir Ahmad, a former media aide to Buhari. Look at, just listen to his tweet. It is a great injustice to us for a Christian religious leader that Pastor Ezekiel to refer to our Creator as a blood-sucking demon. Auzubillah. Such a statement is extremely offensive and the highest forms of provocation against the beliefs of billions of Muslims. For years, this pastor has repeatedly made statements that provoke the Muslims community, seemingly hoping to trigger a reaction that he could later exploit for sympathy, asylums, claims, and financial support from Western audience. Despite these provocations, Muslims have chosen the path of restraint and have refused to give him the attention he has been looking for. Now, resulting to insulting the Almighty crosses the dangerous line. While I'm confident he will not get the reaction he desires, it is still important that our security authority take note and caution him against such reckless and inflammatory utterances. He's talking of the pastor have crossed a dangerous line. What stupid dangerous line? Is there anything that one need to be afraid again in this country? You guys said that these guys are not Muslim. These guys are not part of you guys. These guys are not Fulani. These guys are foreigner in Nigeria. But today, whenever they said things about this guy, demonstrate how these guys always invade community, before they will start buying people, there's always the slogans that they must chant before they will buy people. You come back to tell us that you have insult or you have uttered an inflammatory statement or a provocative statement. What kind of stupid provocative statement are you talking about? You people refuse to caution this guy. You people refuse to you all know where these guys are. Let's not just pretend about this. You guys know these guys. But when these people will come, they will buy. This pastor is demonstrating exactly the words that they always use to buy people. They will come, they will mention whatever name of God that they are worshiping, which they name. Today, are you trying to tell us that you guys are worshiping the same God with these guys, and these guys are your foot soldiers? Or what are you trying to insinuate here? Because if you said what these guys are always saying before they buy people is your God, that the pastor have crossed the dangerous line, it's clearly therefore you and these guys are on the same faith. They are the foot soldiers, whereas you guys are the ones pushing for whatever. That is what you are insinuating. Let us not just pretend over this issue. Let us not stop pretending over this issue. Destruction has been made. You kept saying this. Government kept saying that because you people are protecting these guys. Governments are talking of rehabilitating these guys now. What about the people that have been died? That they have died? Those people that have died, will government rehabilitate them back to life? Have there been any conversation to the family of people that have been died? But government is talking about compensating these guys. Government is talking. So is there anything they are not telling us? Nigerian government is not serious. And we have resolved to defend yourself. Don't sit and watch them. Defend yourself. That is what we are saying. If you have not started thinking towards defending yourself as a citizen of this country, that you are waiting for government to come to defend you, I'm telling you, you may not live to tell the story. That is the truth. You may not live to tell the story. Because they know what they are doing. The government know what they are doing. They are shielding these guys. They know what they are doing. From the utterances from the military, from the NSA, from some of their foot soldiers. And you say we should sit and watch? You are a joker. You are a joker. I pray the rest of the community start thinking towards how to defend themselves. Peace and love.